WD18 outside Vicarage Road. It is finished. Watford 0, Burnley 3. It's cold chain. I mean, I remember coming in today, I was speaking to my dad, and I thought, you know what, Dad, it's going to be an awful game, and I was proved to be right. But I didn't think we deserved to lose 3-0, but it's another defeat. We're bottom of the league, and it looks like we're only going one way, and that's to the Championship.
Dear. I'll be honest, when I saw the fixtures coming into the weekend, I thought we'd be lucky if we're like last, to be honest. Very little chance of us being last. Sadly, they won't be focusing on Watford and another win. They'll be focusing on Watford and another defeat. A lot of people have said it's not a 3-0 game. I think it's regardless. I don't think it makes any difference, to be honest with you. 3-0 is the scoreline. I don't like when people say, oh, it wasn't a 3-0 game. No, it was. Because that's what the scoreline says on the top left. Come on. You know, we were victims of the dice show, yet again. I said when the teams came out to myself, even before the game, I said, 2:59 p.m, doom is pending, depending on how the coin toss goes. When I saw Capu tell them all to go to the opposite side, doom confirmed. It's Dyche. He knows how to play it, and every time, you know, some fans will think it's ridiculous, but every time we don't attack the rookery second half, everything just goes wrong. Everything went wrong. Everything. First half was atrocious. Both sides. Burnley did nothing. Delafeu had one really good chance, saved by Pope. That was literally it. Honestly, some of the penalties in the half-time shootout today were quality. That's the best bit I saw in before 4 o'clock today. Then after the second half, Burnley weren't really in it. Ball comes back in again, I think, from a corner, and then they just loft one in. I think it was Chris Wood got the first. Ashley Barnes made it 2-0. Foster, good save from the penalty initially, just trickled in off him. It's a definite penalty as well. I don't think we can sit and argue about that. Yeah, all right, VAR again. Very similar. I thought it was very similar to who was the boy? Hughes on Robertson last season. Very similar. Ball's kind of gone. Robertson taps him on the shin or kneecap. Doesn't get anything today with VAR. Does get it, and yeah, it was a penalty. And you know, as angry as we all were in the rookery, and I was fuming, having watched that back.
You had the best view of it.
Yeah. No, having watched it back at the time, it happened so quickly. I didn't actually see it happen when they came up again. I think with the replay, it was a penalty for me. And yeah, Foster should have done better. I think with the save, he got very unlucky with that. And then the third one, Foster again. 3-0. I can see what fans are saying. 3-0 was definitely an avoidable scoreline. But our goalkeeping, you know, Foster, man, you've got to be saving, especially the penalty for me. He gets a hand on it, you need to be turning that around the post, I think personally. But he wasn't the big reason as to why we fucked up today. Defensively, oh God, it's painful to watch. Every week, it's painful to see. When Dawson went off, I'll be honest with you, mate, when Dawson went off, that was our chance to change the game, the shape of the team. We failed to do that. Yet again, Flores, you've got to ask the questions of his tactics today. What the fuck's he doing? And honestly, what is it with our team? We're 1-0 down, 2-0 down, we're passing it along the back line. 1, 2, pass it back. There's no urgency because there's no ideas and there's no creativity and there's no creative spark. Fans that are sitting there now saying to me, Delafeu is great, Delafeu makes runs. Yeah, he makes runs and then he runs out of steam. That's it. Sarr, 35 mil. Oh my God. He needs more time. He needs to be starting games. You can't just rely on the guy to come off on 70 minutes. Yeah, come on, 70 minutes, go and do something. 70 minutes, go and change the game. He's not that player.
I don't think we'll see Sarr play under Kike in that formation when as you mentioned, a 5-3-2.
Yeah, but what else is he going to do? He's just going to sit there and do absolutely nothing. Now there are rumours going around that he may well be loaned out in January. Then what happens? Defensively, I think we need to strengthen there again. Kike, has he made us better defensively? Oh yeah, he has. No, he hasn't. We conceded 3 today. It's another game. We've conceded 3 at home. Brighton, West Ham, City 8. That was still this season, by the way. That was in the start of the nightmare at some point. Up front, you know, I said before the game, Andre and Jerry shouldn't be dropped because they scored. Would have been nice to see Troy start, I think, in hindsight. I'm being totally honest there. Troy, though, when he came on, had 2 chances to win headers, didn't win any of them. He still looks like a guy who's 50% fit. But Troy isn't the full answer. Yeah, he'll give us leadership, no doubt about it. Yeah, and he'll give the players the bollocking when he starts the game. If and when he does start games, which I think will probably be next week. And I think he will start next week against Southampton. He isn't the answer. We need more attacking options. We're a team devoid of ideas. And any side you've seen in the Prem down the years, any side who's devoid of creative ideas tend to go down. You can keep as many clean sheets as you want, as many as you feel as though you need. 0-0 draws will not keep us up. Keeping clean sheets will not keep us up. Scoring goals at the other end will.
So Kike isn't the answer then?
Kike was a guy who I looked at and thought, yeah, he might be able to get us back on the right track. And at times he did do that. The Norwich win a couple of weeks ago was fantastic, but that was just papering over the cracks. Today showed it papered over the cracks. Why did it paper over the cracks? Because Norwich, guess what, are a team just like us who are even more devoid of any kind of confidence, who have got no defensive stability and who should have fucking buried a couple of their chances. You know, we look at players that are out of form. Pookie is one man who's definitely out of form. But it doesn't really matter because they may well have lost that game, but they've done the reversal. They've won today. Southampton were down there with us. We're 2-1 up. They probably should have hung on. I don't know how that game went for them in the end.
They won in the end.
No, they drew 2-2.
Oh, did they? It's still a point.
It's a point for them, and I think we are. Look, I'm not sure if we are exactly bottom. I think we would have been
bottom of the league with 8 points.
Are we? Are we still bottom? With them with their draw. All right. Okay. Well, we're bottom, and now we move on to next week. Southampton away. It's such a massive game. It is such a huge game. 5:30. Sky have thought this is really important for them to show on TV. Yeah. I can't say much else about that, to be honest.
Well, I've asked it to everyone, Shane, just to finish. Do you sack? I think it was pretty clear that you want Kike gone. I think a number of fans do. Do you sack him before Southampton? Would you have sacked him after Norwich?
Sacked him in international break. And now we've missed the boat. It's as simple as that. And just I know fans of other clubs will be looking at this thinking, oh my God, it's like another manager. Kike's not the answer. The question is now, who out there is the answer to come and bring into this football club? Who the hell do you bring in? And please, for the love of God, if there's anyone watching this that is shouting Sam Allardyce, please fuck off. No, I would, honestly, I'm going to say this perfectly honestly, all right? I'd rather go down playing some decent football than watch Allardyce's Brexit tactics, because Allardyce won't solve this. He won't solve this. Who else have we got? Warnock. I'd rather fucking I'd rather overdose on fucking paracetamol, to be honest, than watch that. Warnock. It's just there are no options out there. There is no one, and I guarantee the Potters will probably do exactly the same thing. They'll bring someone that they know. But who do they know that's still out there that needs a job? Flores wasn't the answer. He's tried his best. Let's be honest. The Arsenal game was his first one. People thought there were inspiring signs in there. Yeah, there were, but Arsenal bottled that. Spurs away. We should have won. Yeah, but yeah, we have a gunner here, repping for Gunners.
Might have to drug test Danny.
Yeah, might have to.
Right, anyway, Shane.
But at least he's optimistic. I can't really be anything other than just down at the moment. Next set of matches are huge. Southampton away is massive. Leicester away, well, we never win there. Palace at home. Palace, man, they look good today. And then, of course, you've got Liverpool away, where I'm going to man the barricades and sit inside my house and pretend that those not double figures, because it might well be. And frankly, if it is, it will show we've not moved forward. It will show that it's just the same old rubbish from us. But we move on to Southampton away next week. Tough game. They're going to want to get the win. If we're not careful, we'll just gift it to them like we did with Burnley today. But poor afternoon. Puppets in the Dyche masterclass. And Dyche knows how to come here and win. Fair play to them, you know. But things are not looking good. And right now I'm gonna head home and watch the EFL highlights.